Welcome to the Lectric Service Center in our temporary workshop. Today, we'll be showing you how to replace your tire tubes. This process will be the same on all models of our bike. Before we get started, we'll need a few tools. You'll need a bike pump, a tire lever, a torque wrench, a screwdriver, and the correct sockets depending on your model of bike. For the XP 3.0, you'll need a 15mm socket for the front wheel and a 17mm long socket for the rear wheel, an 18mm socket for the Expedition, and an 8mm Allen socket for the XP Trike. Today, we'll be replacing the tube on the front wheel of an XP 3.0. We find it easier to make this change while the bike is on a bike stand, but it's not a requirement. To start, remove the wheel by loosening the axle bolts and unhooking the hangers. Once the hangers are not in place, remove the wheel completely. Unscrew the valve cap. Next, use a screwdriver or small Allen head to depress the valve to remove the excess air pressure. Now, take a tire lever and get it under the bead of the tire and pop the bead over the rim. Once you have the bead over the rim, move the lever along the edge of the rim to remove one side of the tire. Now, remove the wheel completely from the tire. Remove the old tube from the inside of the tire. Before you start replacing the tube, carefully feel the inside of the tire for anything sharp and check the outside of the tire for any debris. With the new tube, fill it up just enough so it keeps its circular shape. This makes it easier to work with. Place the tube back into the tire with the valve stem pointing towards the center of the tire. When placing the wheel back into the tire, look for the symbols on both the tire and the brake rotor to make sure you're placing the wheel correctly. Once you have matched the arrows, you can start to place the wheel back into the tire. When placing the wheel back into the tire, make sure to find the circular hole in the wheel and line that up with the valve stem. We like to screw the valve cap back on once the valve stem has been placed. This will keep the tube in place while continuing the process. Push the wheel fully into the tire. Next, start to replace the bead of the tire. Take the tire lever to pry the bead back onto the rim. Check that the bead is completely and evenly on the rim. Finally, once the tire has been fully seated into the wheel, you can pump up the tube to the recommended PSI on the sidewall of your tire. In this case, we'll be filling up our tube to 30.5 PSI. Once full, screw the valve cap back on. Now, replace the tires back onto the bike and reconnect the hangers. Then, tighten the axle nuts to the recommended torque specifications in the user's manual. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact our customer support team at contact@lectricebikes.com or give us a call at 602-715-0907. Thanks for watching.